Hi, I'm sommelier Leslie Miller from Sip Better Wine Club. Guess what? Halloween is right around the corner, one of my favorite holidays. So today I thought I would show you all the tips and tricks to pairing wine, yep, wine, to Halloween candy. Who can deny all this really fun Halloween candy when you're out trick-or-treating, right? So if you need that one wine that can really get you through this entire bowl back here, I would absolutely suggest picking a grape like Moscato. Now this is Moscato and Brachetto blended together from producer Elio Perrone in northwestern Italy. What I love about it is it's slightly frothy and fizzy, and so it actually kind of lifts some of that sweetness off of your palate, keeping you nice and clean to head on to your next candy pairing. So when in doubt, go with something a little bit bubbly and a little bit sweet like Moscato. Easy peasy, right? All right, speaking of bubbly, this is one of my favorite regions in Italy. This is the region Lambrusco. Now this is Cleto Chiarli, which is one of the oldest producers of Lambrusco in the country. And this style that they're producing here is slightly sweet. So it's off dry, not sweet, but somewhere in between. I'm pairing Snickers to this baby only because I love kind of the strawberry flavors combined with the chocolate, and then that little crunch of peanut makes this really kind of a snappy, cool pairing. All right, next I'm gonna move on to probably my favorite candy in the entire bowl. This is Butterfinger, of course. Butterfinger, you've got that little kind of like butterscotchy, almost like peanut butter sort of flavor to it. Butterfinger's pretty sweet, which is why I'm going to suggest that you go with a sweet wine, something like a dessert style wine. I've selected a fun little grape from Germany. This is Scheurebe, and this is done in its sweetest form. So find a sweet Riesling or even like a dessert style region like Sauterne, and you really can't go wrong with something that's really peanut buttery and super sweet like a Butterfinger. Next, we're heading to Reese's. I know this is a favorite for a lot of people. Chocolate and true peanut butter to the max. I've selected Pedro Jimenez Sherry from the southern end of France. Now there's a number of different styles of sherry out there, but I'm going to suggest that you go with Pedro Jimenez because it is on the sweeter end. More of those molassesy flavors of this wine combined to that peanut butter just perfectly. Here's where we're gonna double dog dare the situation. We're gonna go dry red wine with candy, which is not always the best thing to do, specifically when you head into grapes like Cabernet. Now, I've selected the grape Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo is a really dry, beastie red grape from northwestern Italy, and I've paired this up to an old classic. This is Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth has that sort of nougat in here. It's kind of caramely, and of course you get the chocolate on the outside. Nebbiolo with a little bit of that rosy tint to it and kind of those like tobacco-y notes, I think are gonna go really well with the nougat inside of this candy bar. All right, moving on, KitKat. One of my favorite pairings to KitKat as a kid was always Jolly grape soda. Loved it. Well, clearly we don't have grape soda here today, but I do have a little Zinfandel. Zinfandel paired to KitKat is a really fun pairing. KitKat obviously has that little waffle inside of the chocolate, and you don't want something that's too big and overpowering, but enough of that sort of red berry spice that will pull the chocolate in sort of the waffle, not waffle cone, but you know that sort of like soft waffle inside to a KitKat. I'm gonna take a sip of this one. So good with KitKat, let me tell you. All right, candy corn, you either love it or hate it, right? So candy corn, so fun, but you do kind of have this like sweet, corny side to this candy. I'm gonna go again on the dry side. So I've actually paired this to Chardonnay. Let's try it out. All right. Oh yeah, that's an amazing pairing. Really important, make sure that you get the candy and the wine in your mouth at the exact same time, or you'll never really get the gist of the full pairing itself. I've selected something from the central coast of California. It's 100% Chardonnay. I would recommend that you do a New World style Chardonnay in order to kind of pull out the candy corn essence of that particular bowl of candy. Again, when in doubt, go with Moscato. At the end of all of this, hey, try on whatever suits your fancy. And in the end, have a happy Halloween. Thanks.